Sridhar is a principal architect at APM, Mumbai. She strives to incorporate a unique amalgam of her Indian roots as well as her contemporary education into her design style, aiming to synergize an Eastern cultural ethos with modern living. Currently, she is working on a wide range of projects. With her experience in fine arts and graphic design, Ahana brings some freshness to the style ABM has been known for. Today, Ahana will do a presentation on art, engineering, and interior architecture of airports. So let's welcome Ahana.
Hi everyone, really excited to be part of this panel and to share some of the projects we worked on at airports. As some of you know, I work under my father, Alfaz Miller, as he founded the firm, and he's been working on airport projects since 2009. And now that I've stepped in, I'm sort of learning from him and taking it forward. So I'll take you through a few projects that he's worked on and then what I have been working on with him. So we're working mainly in Mumbai and Bangalore. So I'll take you through some of the projects we started in Mumbai. I don't think anybody recognizes this, but this was the old T2BC terminal in Mumbai. Before T2 was built, this was an entirely different building. This is where we used to catch our international flights. So my father was invited to revamp this while the new T2 terminal was being designed by SOM. And he had 1 year to completely change this look. So the brief that was given to him was keeping the timeline in mind and keeping the complexity of the services. They wanted everything to be flexible. So that's why he designed this open grid ceiling. You know, materials were very simple, different kind of flooring from the previous airport, but it needed just that look. We wanted to change the entire look. So while he started with this, Mr. Reddy was very impressed by the work he did, and then so on. Future projects sort of came out from this. So one of the new things in this airport that my father introduced was the introduction of Indian art in airports, which had never really been explored before. So this painting is actually my mother's painting. She's an artist. He invited a lot of artists to display their work for free. And they said, you know, this is a public space, we'll get a lot of exposure. So this idea began at this old terminal. And while this was demolished and then T2 was built, that idea carried forward. So when T2 was being conceptualized, Mr. Reddy had the idea in mind to make it a museum. He wanted the airport to be a museum. So he invited Rajiv Sethi to conceptualize the artwork. And while the artwork wasn't, they weren't able to execute it. So they asked my father to step in. They said, you know, this is a very challenging project, something the firm hadn't done, you know, and how do you even describe this project? So my father said, it's the engineering of the art and the art of engineering. So our role in this project was purely engineering, not design. But I think the challenges that we faced in this project helped, you know, in the future developments of our other projects. Some of them were the structural issues. The other issues were that he had these three-dimensional objects that had to be hung from the walls, and all his sketches were two-dimensional. So when they came to my father, they just showed him these elevations. These elevations had to be translated into structural drawings, and that had to be coordinated with L&T. So just some of the pictures of the site construction, you know, how that was all worked out. Large stone sculptures just being hung from like framework from the walls. So very difficult to execute this. Just some of the drawings I wanted to share. You can see the detail in all this artwork. It wasn't just, you know, very simply done. So everything needed a drawing, everything needed a color code, everything needed detailing, without which L&T was not able to construct this project. So just some details that they worked on. Completely engineering. There was no design to this, which was very different for our firm. Then moving on, once T2 was designed, Mr. Reddy came to us. He wanted us to design the lounges. And this is, I think most people are familiar. This was the first sort of international level lounge that was designed in India, I would say. And while we wanted to carry forward the artwork that we had sort of introduced in the other parts of the airport as well. So as you can see here at the entrance, the peacock that was designed by Clove, and again another artwork installation right at the entrance when you enter. And wherever possible, you know, wherever we could find space for that artwork, that was conceptualized in the start of the project. The color palette of this was, you know, he wanted it to be Indian, which was a little hard to define. So while we kept everything a bit neutral, we introduced colors in the upholstery. And this lounge, actually, they want us to redesign now in terms of upgrading it rather than completely demolishing it. They want it to have a new look without changing it completely. So this is one of the projects we are still working on currently to give it a new look. This is the domestic lounge in the same airport. This was conceptualized, I think, a year after this. The brief was the design had to be same as the CIP lounge, but the budget was half. So keeping that in mind, I think a lot of the elements didn't carry forward, but it has the same sort of look and feel as initially planned. And we didn't leave the artwork behind. My father was adamant that there should be some artwork. So again, as the entrance has that panel in the CIP lounge, Brinda Miller and Sunil Padwal did a collaboration here so that artwork can be displayed, and it becomes a big feature, and it becomes when it's at the entrance, it becomes your sort of focus point. Like that's the lounge with that artwork. I've seen that artwork there. So, and that's what's inviting, This is the first project I worked on, not very large scale, very tiny. When I joined my father, Mr. Reddy wanted the T2 artwork to be sold as part of a museum store. So, like how MoMA has a museum store that's part of the museum. So it was conceptualized as that. So didn't want it to be a traditional handicraft store. They wanted it to be a little eclectic, little new, not a typical Indian design. That was not the brief. So we kept everything, white, wood, modern, plain, little bit of embellishment, not too much, so that the products stand out. This store actually closed down before the lockdown, but if you pass by the duty free, you would have definitely seen it. We've done a lot of work in the airport. Some projects have not been seen. This is the day hotel. We've done 2 day hotels and 1 transit hotel. Again, here I wanted to highlight how we've used the art in the entrance, in the reception, wherever possible, as well as the decorative items like the jali screen, the mirror paneling. And another interesting thing is I worked on this art program. We took prints from the T2 art wall. We customized them, we cropped them, we graphically resized them, we worked on them, and then reframed them and hung them in all the rooms. So all the rooms have a little bit of the T2 artwork, so that the passenger traveling connects that to this. This is another lounge we do a lot of lounges. This lounge was designed by us and it burnt down. So when I rejoined the firm, we redesigned this lounge and we changed the design completely. So while it was very traditional earlier to begin with, this we try to modernize in some way. Again, here I just wanted to point out how the artwork was sort of used. We have a large Suresh Muthukulam hanging in the conference room. Again, all the artwork we tried to make it different. We've tried to make it brighter so that it pops. It brings the space, it brings some life to the space. So while everything else is, that your browns, grays, we have this artwork that sort of stands out from everything else. Again, this was conceptualized at the beginning of the project. We specifically wanted this as part of the project to highlight the space. Coming to Bangalore, this is different parameters working in Bangalore, different in Mumbai. So GVK was the mutual client when we started working with them. So these were 3 lounges that we designed initially at Bangalore. This last lounge, this was a lounge that actually didn't stand the test of time. This was demolished. And then after GVK moved out of the airport, we were asked to redesign this one. So this is the lounge at Bangalore that we've recently completed, which is the one that they wanted specifically to be designed for millennials. And this project, when we started with, we knew Bangalore. We knew that the T2 terminal was being built. We knew that they had very strong ideas about sustainability. So anything we chose here, anything we suggested in terms of materials, in terms of the look and the feel, we had to keep that in mind. They didn't allow us to use any plastic. They asked us where we got everything from. We got everything locally made. And the challenge of this project was we were working in the lockdown. So everything was designed, customized, samples were sent to Bangalore. There was a lot of this remote working, asking us, how are you designing this? Where are you getting the materials from? How is it going to work? How are you going to construct it? So I think that was a big challenge, and it was new for the firm because previously ideas of sustainability was sort of overlooked. I think working with Bangalore, that has sort of changed our view on sustainability and how to go about designing interiors of projects. Here too, the art, I just wanted to point out, in many of the spaces wherever we had walls, we have tried to introduce different types of artwork. So as you can see in this dining area, it is a mosaic mural that goes across, again custom designed by us and then executed. We have motifs of trees. So Bangalore being the green city, we wanted to introduce that, again custom designed by us and installed. We also have photographs of monuments of Bangalore. So we've tried to bring that sense of Bangalore into the space, but very subtly. We didn't want it to overpower the entire design. Along with this, we also did the day hotel that was adjacent to this lounge, also just opened up right now. Here too, specifically the art, we were very careful on what we proposed. This sculpture is actually by a local Bangalore artist. It took us a while to find, but we specifically wanted to get somebody from Bangalore to propose that artwork. In the corridors and in the rooms, we've taken black and white prints of Bangalore trees and foliage that we've framed and put up. So everything is connected thematically, goes back to Bangalore, thinking about the terminal, thinking about the materials we are using. And these are some of the other projects we're working on. We're doing phase 2 of the same lounge. In T2 in Bangalore, we are working on the reserve lounges. And again, there a lot of the materials that we've selected have come from the terminal. So they're using bamboo, brick, granite. So all of that we are translating into the reserve lounges as well. They're very particular about kinds of materials we use. We've also started working with Goa Airport. We're trying to expand our interiors into other airports as well. And at Mumbai Airport, though the administration has changed, we continue to work for them. So we have several projects coming up with them. A lot of interiors mixed with interior architecture, but hopefully soon some architectural projects coming our way. Thank you.